Hey everybody, welcome to the infinite regression. Yes, the infinite regression. It's where Santa gets all the coal for the naughty kids' stockings. You know, coal is made from the unfulfilled wishes and dreams of adults who didn't accomplish in their lives the things that they had wanted to by now. Oh, it's sad in here. Let's get out of here. Nope, that's a YouTube video. That's not friggin' Steam. What? Anyway, there we go. Now we're in Steam. I've done some recategorization of my Steam games, rather than the normal categories. You could see that there are games that I'm not going to review next because, they are sequels to games that I haven't played all the way through yet. So there's only 8 of those, not too many. The naughty games, those are adult type games, the vast majority of which were purchased by Russians. I will admit to having purchased the Deep Space Waifu games, and I make no apologies for having done so. The soundtracks to those games are excellent, and they are in and of themselves very fun shooters. You know I like shooters, back off. Anyway, and then everything else, the remaining many games, 500 plus games. See, I've reviewed 146 of the games. That seems low. I feel like I've reviewed more than that. Oh, that's right, because a bunch of the ones I've hidden from my library. That accounts for the other. I've hidden, yes, because I've done 170 reviews, so yeah, the other, 24 games sounds about right for how many turds there were. Anyway, but it leaves me with a much cleaner way of knowing, once I've reviewed something, I just move it to the reviewed section. And then, it's not going to be that hard. I didn't like my categories as much before, because I had some things like, is this more of a platformer? Is it more of an action game? Is this more of a, beat 'em up, or more of a, hack and slash, or, it's, you get some tweeners. You know what I'm saying? You get some games that fit in more than one category, or they're more of one thing than they are of another. And over time, I was not liking my categories very much. I think I'll be able to do this with a little more clarity once I've reviewed all these freaking games. Anyway, also, fun fact, the Steam winter sale just started yesterday. So this could be a disastrous time for my Steam library, because I do have a habit of purchasing once per Steam sale, just, buying up a whole bunch of 49-cent games, and then it takes me a while to get through those. And I intend to do that, as well as another, dumb, low budget, but adding to the library kind of nonsense that may help you, the viewer. Anyway, regardless, let's not spend too much time off the top. Let's get right into The Binding of Isaac, which is a game that I have played a little bit of on my Nintendo 3 dual screens. So yes, I have played this a little bit, but I would not say that I am by any means an expert in it. So, Binding of Isaac, as if I remember correctly, and I could very well be wrong. Oh, are you not gonna... Come on, Alt-Enter me, dude. Are you seriously gonna be in this tiny of a window?
Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill.
I'm sure they did.
Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched.
I just want you to Alt-Enter and get big.
Television. Life was simple, and they were both happy.
Come on.
That was until the day Isaac's mom
I want it
heard a
to be
voice
full screen.
from above. Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved. I will do my best to save him, my lord, Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again the voice called to her. Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins. I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee.
I am horrified by this intro.
She locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you. Yes, Lord, anything, Isaac's mother begged. To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice.
Ooh.
Your son, Isaac,
it's just like in the Bible.
Sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me.
Yeah, I did not watch this intro when I played it on the 3-dual screen.
Yes, Lord, she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from
That's
the
not a
kitchen.
butcher's knife, that's a dagger.
Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trap door to the basement hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
Sweet. I wish I had a trapdoor into a basement in my room. Okay. First thing we gotta do is come down here to options. And we gotta go full screen resolutions. Full screen. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, I see how you did it. Quote unquote controls. What? But I do have a... Oh, use Joy to key. Google it. I don't want to do Joy to key. Okay. I mean, freaking... Normally, by now... Oh, hold up. Nope. Steam... Yeah. Okay. Yes, let's select him. Normally, Steam makes my... Yeah. WASD... Shift or E. Item is space. Okay. Yeah. He nakers and he kills things with his tears. Haha. Wait. I thought this was just a training room. I wasted all my bombs. I'm gonna waste your life. Yeah, well, I not anymore. Oh, come here, you. Oh, that's gross. Hey, stop binding Isaac. Anyway, yeah, the one thing I like about this game, playing it with the intro, is the idea that the biblical story of Abraham sacrificing Isaac, we take it as this grand show of faith, like, oh, he had the most faith because God was like, hey, oh geez, is Bossman. Oh ho ho. You think you're coming at me, do you, bro? Okay. Ah! Well, he's still gonna hurt himself with bombs. I'm just gonna... Why? I can't attack him directly. Yes. Ha ha. Come here, stupid. Oh. As bossman, this bossman is not very boss. He's the first bossman. I know. I understand. Do you understand? Oh God. When I lived in Asia. Oh no! Get away from me! Back off of my life and my livelihood. There we go. Mr. Boom. Mr. Boom Boom Boom. Oh, I did squeeze past the rock. Yes. Yes. It feels like these could be bombable areas, but I'm not going to test that theory. Anyway. If this were an Zelda type game. Anyway, as I'm reviewing this, you all know, you all are aware that... Oh, I don't have any coins anyway, so, like, I don't need to go through the coinage room. Wait, have I been here? Oh, hello, Mr. Gnat. Oh, jeez. Thank you for giving me the other half heart. Oh, yeah, oh, I got a coin. Yeah, boy. Trying to tell me I don't have any coins. I didn't. Oh, God. These guys are the worst. Get away from me. Get away from me. Okay, now this is where we use a bomb. And then we get 11 strength. I'm not going through the big freak one. Wait, oh, a brazier. Merm's Brewer. Wait, what do I do with Merm's Brewer? And if I lose the sentient bomb, like... Okay, what? What? Wait, what? Oh my God, I don't know. I do not know. And I cannot say... Wait, what? Have I used up all of my mom's bra powers? Should I go back and get my bomb? Get the bomb. Okay. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Oh, but if the bomb is reusable, then we could find out about these friggin' spots right here. Oh, but he's not reusable, and I freaking wasted it like a schlub. Like a schlub, I wasted it. You soar this. Oh God, there's a lot of them in here. Okay, got it. Oh boy, that would sure be nice if I had another bomb, wouldn't it? I'd be able to get that other half a heart. But I guess I can't. Oh, anyway, I believe I was gonna say something derogatory about the story of Abraham and Isaac. Yeah. The acid test for such stories is as it hath been. If a person did that today, if a person were to come up to you today and be like, hey, here's a very true thing. I definitely 100% heard God talking. Wait, I don't have enough freaking coins for that nonsense. Jeez. Anyway, But if a person came up to you today and were like, hey, God told me I have to go and kill my only child, your first question would be like, what? How do you know it's God and not actually, the very opposite of that? And anyway, and the answer, of course, oh, Larry Jr., the answer, of course, is like, you would not put up with that crap for a second. Like, you would definitely be like, okay, assuming you think that you heard God talking, like, how you know it was God? How you know it was not your own brain just messing with you and telling you things that are full of crap? And, like, that's question number one that any sane, reasonable person would ask under those circumstances, that anybody should ask, that, like, oh no, dear diary, today I died. I was killed by this thing in some basement. I leave all that I own to my cat Guppy. Oh, goodbye, cruel world. Yeah, let's replay. See? So it is very much indeed roguish in its lightness. Oh God, I am ill prepared for these fools. For this many of them? Really? This many of them this fast? I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Okay. Anyway, oh God, these guys. I could do without. I'm just telling you, I could really do without these guys. Oh, sure, yeah, put the bomb by the chest. That's where I would put it, certainly. Okay, thank you for your thug life. Anyway, so, imagine a good friend of yours comes up to you and is like, yes, the Lord God who speaks to me and tells me what he needs done. First of all, these days, we assume anyone who presumes to speak with God on a one-on-one basis is, like, absolutely full of it and insane. That's what we think. That is our first response when we think, oh, this person is definitely speaking with the Lord. This is what we think. And we are... Oh, hello. Oh. Wait, why can't I shoot the poo? Anyway. Oh, sweet. And then I got the bombs. Sweet. Actually, oh, jeez. This freaking guy. Anyway. But yeah, you would not be... you would not be thrilled to hear someone that you know talk about, like, oh, yes, the Lord told me that I must kill my child because, these days, the religious people are very much against, they've come out very much outspoken against child murder, believe it or not. They're like, you know what, we're not going to stand for anymore. Child murder. That's just not the kind of thing we're gonna put up with. Oh God. And so, like, if someone were to say, like, I have to murder my child because God said so these days, you would not believe them for a second. Like, what if they were an especially godly person, you ask? Yeah, even then, you would think that they had gone round the bend somehow. that they had lost their freaking mind, because it's not normal for a person to, number one, talk with God in a way where they get clear instructions, like, I need you to go here and do this. Like, we are all suspicious of that business, whether we are believers or no. That is number one. But number two, oh geez, I did not mean to hit E in that instance. But fact is, people. Oh, I see. This can be my space weapon. Forever. Wait. Oh, is he my friend? Does he follow me? Oh, he's gonna follow me into battle with the versus Gemini. Oh no, the guy with the underdeveloped twin. That's gross and terrifying. Oh god, no, get away now. I'm doing better against this guy than I did against the worms, but like, still. Oh no, he coming at me though. He coming at me. Please no. I will, if you know, then I will be your best friend. You need a friend because I killed your brother. Ooh, dog food. I love dog food. And let's, you know what? Let's go back to where this heart is, so I can not leave things on the table. And then let's go. And, I don't want to use the key to go into a store where I'm not going to be able to buy anything, but you know. Anyway, yeah, you like how I'm not really talking about the game that much, but I've been talking more about the biblical story of Abraham and Isaac. Anyway, the game is very fun, is widely acknowledged as one of the great roguelikes of our time. And it's been ported to everything, and everybody loves it, and they are not wrong. Fie on you, fly. Fie. Fie, you fly. Yeah, I really wish I was playing this with a controller. My hands are cramping on the keyboard business because it's hard to do like twin sticky on a keyboard. Anyway, all right. But I'm not dead yet, suckers. Just like communism, I'm hanging in there. Oh, crap. You are very much a nuisance. Yeah, I like how delightfully grim this game is. As delightfully grim as is the story of... Oh, yeah. Kamikaze. Oh, jeez. The story of Abraham and Isaac. Where not a one of us, like, how quickly, the question is not, would you allow your neighbor to kill their child because they think God told them to? The question is, oh, jeez. The real question how quickly would you call Child Protective Services? And the answer is if you don't say super fast, basically immediately, then you are lacking in, strong moral fiber. And please eat more strong moral fiber-based cereals for breakfast, because you don't have the thing that you're supposed to have that tells you that killing children is wrong. Anyway, it's a problematic story to begin with. And back when I was a believer, in dealing with this question of like, why in the world would that be God's commandment ever? Like, why would God ever have a commandment that says, yes, harm a child? Which God did on more than one occasion, in case you were not aware. He did. He legitimately, on more than one occasion, God was like, hey, you know what would be crazy? Oh, I was hoping there'd be a wall there. God was like, what would be crazy awesome is if, how I hate Canaanites, like, a lot. Like, really hate those Canaanites, like, to an alarming degree I hate them. To a degree where if you, as a follower of my will, hated someone that much, I would probably not let you into heaven for it. Anyway, so, yeah, that's how God hates Canaanites. And as part of his hating of the Canaanites, when he was commanding the Israelites to go and inherit the land which he had prepared for them, which surprisingly he had prepared by filling it full of Canaanites, he told them, like, hey, go and kill these freaking Canaanites and don't leave any of them alive. Like, not their women folk, not their children folk. None of their folk whatsoever shall be left alive. Otherwise, I, the Lord, will be very upset with you. And he, in fact, was, when they were like, yeah, but we saved some of their girls because we thought maybe we would, make them be our second wives and stuff because they kind of cute. And the Lord was like, I will smite you, as I'm so mad at you for not heartlessly murdering all the Canaanite women. I wanted them dead. I wanted all of them dead. Yeah, for Jesus. Because, you know what? I'm going to go to the store because I think I have enough to buy a heart now. And I'm going to need it for this final battle. Anyway. Ta-da, ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, 15 cents. What a racket. Who has that kind of money? Certainly not I. How do you get that much money at this point in the game? I don't even know. Anyway. Yes, the old godly murdering babies racket. I mean... There are people, and I, don't want to count myself as one of them, who's like, God is responsible for giving cancer to babies, which does happen on his watch if he exists. But I wouldn't, as the creator, Monstro. Oh, that's a good name for a monster. But as the creator of all that is, oh, jeez. It's pretty, like... Oh no! I didn't get out of the way. Anyway. Alright, back to the main menu. But yeah, Binding of Isaac, super fun, roguelike, shooter, dungeony, crawlery type of thing. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure I want you to die, Isaac. Just like Abraham was sure that he wanted Isaac to die. Anyway, but even if you don't lay at the feet of God all of the children of the world who have ever died of cancer, which is a sad, sad number. It's sad that that number is not zero. Um, and you could be like, well, if he's omnipotent, and doesn't do anything about it, then that must mean that his not doing anything about it is the ultimate right thing to do because, Euthyphro's dilemma, people. I'm not going to explain Euthyphro to you right now. I'm not going to take the time to discuss one of the more important Socratic dialogues with you. Is not going to happen. You go read it on your own. It's a very good read. It's quick. You read the whole thing in like 15, 20 minutes and be like, oh my God, freaking Socrates. You knew what you were talking about a long time ago. Anyway, the problem is, ladies and gentlemen, that if humans who are purported to be the creation of God are more moral than God in terms of like baby killing, then that is a direct challenge to the godliness of God itself. I mean, it's a simple equation. That's what it is. And so you have to, as an apologetic, you have to do one of two things. Either you have to say, number one, that God is factoring in things that men could not possibly understand, and that it is therefore the ultimate right choice, letting babies die of cancer. But more importantly, saying that if they are Canaanites, let them be destroyed utterly, and if you don't, I'll be mad at you for letting up. Yeah, last time that my wife and I read the Old Testament, she was disgusted by all the times that God was like, and kill their children too. Because she's like, wait, what? I understand destroying enemy combatants. That's like War 101. That's what a war is destroying enemy combatants. But like, destroying civilians? That's some war crime business. That's like why we invented the concept of war crimes, is so that we could get people to stop doing that. And if God himself was like, but it's cool though, and humans are like, no, it's seriously not, then
No, it's seriously
yeah.
not.
No, it's seriously not God. Jeez. Jesus Christ, God, get some morality. That's what people say. And it's really blasphemous, and I'm sorry that it happened in a review for Binding of Isaac, which, by the way, by doing my video this way, I'm guaranteeing that people will freaking hate this video, because Binding of Isaac is a very popular game, and this video has been all about what the game itself is about, apparently. I mean, right? If a mother purportedly talked to God and God was like, kill your baby, and she was like, okay, you would call CPS yesterday. Like, any one of us would. And quite frankly, it's the right thing to do. Good on you for knowing your morals better than apparently what is held up as one of the great moral stories of all time. By the way, I don't know if I finished this thought, that, like, one of the great apologetics for it is that, like, oh, Abraham needed to learn something about Abraham. See, God didn't want him to actually sacrifice Isaac. He didn't want him to do that. He just wanted Abraham to learn a lesson about Abraham. And what Abraham should have learned about himself is that he will do any crazy thing God asks, no matter if it's moral or not. Which, like, if it's immoral, then God shouldn't ask you to do it. But apparently, like, God did ask Abraham to do something that was immoral, and that's problematic, and that's baked into your own theology. Like, I'm sorry, That's baked in because, like, the idea is that it was wrong, that it would have been wrong for Abraham to kill Isaac, but the Lord commanded it so that he could see whether or not Abraham would do it. I mean, can we just agree that it's a morality play like we do with the book of Job? Like, let's please do that and not act like it's actually based in reality, because otherwise it's a very, very problematic story. Unfortunately, however, we cannot say that the part where the Israelites destroyed the Canaanites, we cannot say that that is like a metaphor or a morality play or an allegory, an allegorical lesson, a parable of sorts. Like, no, we can't say that because it's more of a historical event that took place. It would be like, trying to deny that Native Americans held this land before the white man came and was like, this is a nice country you got here. Mind if we take most of it and then leave you little patches of it that are mostly uninhabitable and then make you live in basically third world poverty-stricken conditions? How's that sound for a deal? And the natives were like, I'm going to fight back. And then they're like, oh, you are you? Well, I'm sorry, but yeah, that's not going to work out too well. We are more technologically advanced due to having guns, germs, and steel. Just read that book. It'll tell you everything you need to know. Anyway, yeah. So, morality is a tricky fish. But you know what's not a tricky fish? The Binding of Isaac. Let me put a score on it. Okay, stepping out of the moral quagmire of whether or not it's okay to kill children because God said so. Hint, it's never okay. Anyway, I need to put a score on this game because it's fun. It's fun and it's a great moral teacher. Did you know that? Anyway, very, very solid, fluid game mechanics when it is rebuilt in its roguish, procedurally generated state. It's always a new, interesting thing. You don't know which boss you're going to get. It's very exciting that way. And although I'm not terribly great at it, still had a heap load of fun with it. So let's put a final score on it. Final score for The Binding of Isaac, 5 out of a possible 6 very moral actions. Ah, such a moral story, teaching us the morality of obeying without question. Always obey without question. If you have a question like, is this a moral action to take? Should I do this? It doesn't seem like the sort of thing a sane person would do. No. Don't be asking questions like that. There's no time for questions like that. We got to get to the killing. God said so. Anyway, always remember that. But also always remember that my children are off limits. For lo, the Lord did speak unto mine ear, and say that if anybody comes for my children because they think God told them to, that the actual real and true God, who is Emmylou Harris, told me in mine ear that anyone claiming such authority to lay hands on my children is a freaking liar, and I can then flip the tables, turn them tables over, get on the turntables, and lay down a sick beat while I beat they ass. I will beat they ass. You come for my kids, I will beat your ass. Anyway, because that's how morality works. Anyway, people, that's it for this one. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.